what? It's what? Woota, everybody! Woota! Welcome to What's What with Old Man Liver. This is your favorite fucked up freak. And we're here today to talk music shit, like dumb lyrics, songs that you remember differently when you were a kid, or you realize you were singing them wrong the whole fucking time, or, you know, just stupid shit, and then like people's like stage names and some funny shit and how they came to be. So we've got my old lady here today, so welcome to the studio. And
Thank you.
Make sure you have it 3 inches from your mouth.
Really?
Just
that's it?
That's
Just
right.
3
yeah.
inches?
And then Dave Gregor is in the
What's
house.
up, dude?
What's happening?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Thanks for joining us. I'm not as intrigued by where the mic is to your mouth, but I don't want you to feel any less.
Do you want me to?
You're welcome
Is it
to,
better?
but do it on your own time because this
right.
is paid for studio time. So anyway, just to get into it, we're talking music, which is we're all music lovers here
Yeah,
today.
absolutely.
Right.
So, but we've all noticed at points of our lives where we're like, what the fuck? You know what? I was singing you finally see the lyrics and you're like, that is not what I sang for years and years.
Right.
Or you loved a tune and you felt like it had some extra meaning, and then you've actually listened to more of what it's about, and it's like, wait, that's a
That
fucked
song
up.
sucks.
Yeah, that sucked
Those are
ass.
horrible
Like that's
lyrics.
terrible. That's a horrible place to be. You know.
Yes.
So it's going to be a free for all discussion, and we're just going to go
Sounds good.
for it and see what happens, and hopefully nobody will end up pregnant.
Clothing's optional.
Clothing is always optional at the Old Man Liver
always
Show. I'm just saying.
Always
I mean, it's
optional.
that kind of show. You can cuss, you can kank, you can.
We can kank?
We can, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah. So
I got the towel.
yeah, we'll get the angle.
Get the misters going.
I don't know if we.
No one should ever see those kinds of things of themselves. Like
Well,
after.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
not,
but we do-
It's not really what you think it is.
No, yeah. Like you said, once you videotape yourself once, that's about the last time you
Yeah,
end
pretty
up
much.
doing
All she
it.
wrote.
Because it just
We are
Slaughter
not
song.
it
professionals.
ruins whatever you think you look like in the sack, right? So I'm going to start with one of my most annoyed songs, because this is the truth is, the first time I heard this fucking song, I was like, that is the goddamn dumbest song in the entire world. It was when the Black Eyed Peas came out with My Humps. Do you remember that?
Oh, I do
Shit.
remember that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Right?
Lord.
That's funny.
Yeah, and it instantly I was like, this is the dumbest goddamn song in the world. And I know it's, Will I Am and all those guys
Yeah.
and Black Eyed Peas, super talented band.
Yeah.
We probably know them. For all I know, I'm
They're
fucking.
rich.
But
Right.
but the song. I mean, I just want to give you an example of what somebody had to literally write
yeah,
down
yeah.
for these song lyrics. So someone in the publishing department had to write down what you're going to do with all that junk inside your trunk. I'm going to get...
She knows it.
Get your love drunk off my
My
hump.
humps.
My hump, my hump,
Yeah,
my hump,
yeah. It's
my
catchy.
hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my lovely lady. Or little lumps, yeah.
Yeah. How many times did they say hump?
I mean, literally, like, this is straight off the fucking publishing. It's like 50 times.
I just picture him at the zoo and there's a fucking hippo going, my hump. As
Or a
I'm watching
camel.
him like,
A camel.
well, it's hot out here. I guess we're going to
Yeah.
move
And
on
how
to
much
the next
effort,
exhibit.
effort do you have to put in? It's kind of like black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. What the fuck? Shoot me in the fucking face.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, did that take a lot of talent?
No, it doesn't take a lot of talent.
Now, have you
Like,
canked to that? Have you guys canked to that song?
No.
No,
we
I hate
haven't.
that song.
So
I would never
but
ruin
hold
it
on,
that way.
hold on.
Yeah.
Like, that's a checklist thing. Because she just sang you the whole damn song.
Yeah, but
So literally,
Now that's
she's getting,
gonna
she
be
can
really
sing it
funny.
while you perform.
We might have to try that.
that might, I mean, nothing,
want-
It might
nothing
Black
can ruin
lights.
our kanking, I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is true.
But that would certainly put a dent into
change
my juker. I might have to.
Well, it would definitely be funny, and then like, how do you keep going after? But
Yeah,
that's a conversation
yeah,
for another day. Anyway,
we will.
moving on.
Yeah, we do multitask well, so we might. We'll have business meetings while we're
Just the
kanking
tip.
and doing and like.
3 inches.
3 inches in the tip, baby. My hump.
So another one that we've talked about.
All that junk in my trunk.
Dave, I don't know if you remember this one, but the
Okay.
Jackson 5 from back in the day in the 70s came out with Blame It on the Boogie.
Another one you know.
Oh yeah, no. This is actually a thing.
Yeah, we
Okay.
talked
for us.
about this.
So when something kind of goes wrong, you're like, well, what are you going to do? Blame it on the boogie. Because you can't blame it on the sunshine.
Can't blame it on the moonlight.
You can't blame it on the good times. You blame it on the boogie.
Motherfucker.
Right?
Blame it
That's
on the
what I'm
boogie.
saying. So like,
I just can't.
I just can't control my feet.
Wow.
Somebody had to write that down.
Write that down. Right,
Like,
Even though I look the
put
oldest,
that-
you guys pegged me. I don't remember
Okay,
that.
so here's the thing you got to know about us. Literally, music from the 70s
Yeah.
is the best decade
It is.
of music ever.
Really?
Singer,
Yes.
songwriter,
But don't get me wrong,
70s.
we
Yeah.
have plenty of favorites from the 80s, 90s, 2000s,
Sure.
and even today. But literally the best music that's probably ever been written occurred in the 70s.
Okay.
That's part of our bond. So,
All right.
along
just
with
can't-
other bondage
I just can't,
and things like
I
that.
just can't control my feet.
Now, yeah, somebody had to write that down. And now you're going to go listen to it on the way home, and you're going to shit yourself.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
and then every
laughing
time-
and pulling over like,
Every time it comes up, like, well, that's a shitty situation. And you're like,
Yeah.
well, what are you going to do? Blame it on the boogie.
Now, a more recent song that wasn't in the 70s, Nicki Minaj did "Stupid Ho." Did you ever look at the
I
lyrics
don't
to that
think
one?
so. I don't think I've ever really paid attention to
good.
that.
I'll tell you what the
Please
lyrics
tell
are,
me. Enlighten me.
and I'll do it in poetic form. I get it crackin' like a bad back. Bitch talkin' she the queen when she looking like a lab rat. I'm Angelina, you Jennifer. Come on, bitch. You see where Brad at. Ice my wristas, then I piss on bitches. You can suck my diznick if you take these jizzes. You don't like these disses? Give my ass some kisses. Yeah, they know what this is. Give bitches the business. And it goes on, and then you a stupid hoe, you a stupid hoe, you a stupid hoe, you a stupid hoe, you a stupid
Probably repeated that like 50 times,
And,
yeah.
and that's,
Now,
your
hold,
take
she made
on
a
my
song
day?
out of
hold
this.
on, old man. You said Nicki Minaj sang that?
Yeah, it's one of her big tunes.
So
Like-
she's very angry. She hates other women.
well, I mean, she
Like,
hates
you a
this
bitch
one.
hoe. I hate you.
Yeah.
Hate you. Blah blah blah. But
Well-
what I want to know is what got her so hot to get that angry. Like,
Or maybe she just saw the dollar sign of being and goes, I'm going to sound angry. And, while
Or-
she's going up to her
or
penthouse.
some sexually repressed some bitch wrote it, and she's making a lot of money to
she's
just
just
spew
Good
it.
point. That's a good point.
Because there's a lot of that out there where
Yeah.
other people have written it, someone else performs it.
Well,
Which, let's talk about, and I'm not sure if it's
No.
on your list.
Okay.
But, and I'm really going to fuck this up because I cannot
counting on
remember
it.
the name of the song.
That's right.
okay.
Blinded by the Light.
Oh, yeah.
Because-
Wrapped up like a douche.
Right.
Another
So that's what we all
runner
thought
in
the
the
words
night.
were.
That's what
But
we thought. You're right.
We all thought wrapped up like a douche, like a and we were like, what? And then you read the lyrics and you're like, wait, revved up like a deuce.
Deuce.
Like
Another
a runner in the night.
runner in the
Another
night.
runner in the
We all
night.
thought it
But
was a
then you
douche.
want to know what's really going to fuck you up?
Please tell me.
The original song was not performed by that band. It was
Bruce
Bruce
Springsteen.
Springsteen. Yes.
And it
we
sucked.
listened it and we were like, what in the actual fuck is this shit? We were like, oh my God, whatever band it was that ended up doing the version that we all know and love, they saw something in this song that Bruce Springsteen could not bring out.
No, trust me.
And if you go and listen to it,
Yeah.
it will blow your mind. You will never hear the song the same way again in your life, which I don't want to ruin it for you.
Yeah.
So then you just got to go back and listen to the one that we all know and
That's
love.
crazy.
yeah, I'm not
it's-
knocking. And Bruce Springsteen is a
No,
super
great-
nice person and a very
great-
talented guy. But
great
this,
performer.
This was the shittiest song.
Love all of his other music, but
Somebody
that
had
particular
to go,
song was
this
like,
shit song, I'm going to turn it into something, even though Bruce Springsteen couldn't do it. I can't. They had,
Yeah.
they had a
Yeah.
lot of confidence
Which I'm
there.
sure there's lots of it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's lots of songs that I loved, and then someone else performed, and I'm like, oh.
But to y'all's
Love their
point,
take.
a lot of the artists that are singing them didn't write them.
Yeah.
So a lot of pop songs are written by other people.
Yep.
And that's why I always said it was cool. Like Elvis was a great performer, entertainer, but usually other people wrote his songs. Now, Michael Jackson was about 50-50, where he wrote half a song, somebody else wrote the other half. The Beatles, now they wrote their own shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I,
Yeah.
I give them a lot of extra credit on
Absolutely.
that
Yep.
shit. But that being said, how John Lennon and Paul McCartney, how did they write these lyrics, being the musical geniuses they are?
This will be good.
In the
Right?
town where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea. and he told us of his life in the land of submarines.
Oh,
so
yellow
we
submarine.
sailed onto the sun till we found a sea of green, and we lived beneath the waves in our yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine,
Yeah, we all
yellow
do.
submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Like, what the fuck? John Lennon and Paul McCartney. What kind
Yeah.
of, were they doing a kids show at the time?
They were
Maybe.
doing weed.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah.
say.
They were high.
Enjoying something.
I hope there was something, because that doesn't
Yeah.
work. And I'd be embarrassed to say I wrote the lyrics to that thing. Now,
But it was a very popular
No,
song.
no,
I
but
bet it made a
where
lot of
was
money.
that written in relation to their catalog, right? Were they already
Good
totally
question.
established?
oh, yeah, they were. Yeah,
Because then
that
it
was,
means two shits.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter what if they could do the ABCs, people are going to buy it.
Well,
So maybe they were just
point.
like, bitches and money, bitches and money, bitches and money.
Is that a song already?
You know what? If it isn't, we're going to
We're
do
going
it.
to write
We're
that.
going to
write that.
Old Man
I think
Liver's
we-
going to perform.
maybe
just
they
wrote
Bitches and money. Bitches
in money, yeah. And Dave's going to be on the video.
Yeah,
Like,
you want my
in your
big ass
G-
up there
in
doing
your
this
G-
for all the
you gotta
girls.
wear the shit you wore at Breastfest.
I could wear. I do still have that stripper.
Oh,
outfit, by
I'm
the way.
counting on it, because you'll be in the front of the
lovely.
video.
Yeah.
So I expect it to be banned even from my own show. So
3 countries at least.
now, what about? We all know AC/DC had some pretty classic
Oh, yeah, yeah.
songs. You know,
100%.
like Back in Black and You Shook Me All Night Long. It's very.
they did.
They got all credit, but this one is the greatest when it comes to their lyrical monstrosities. It goes like this. Tell me if you can name the song. And my balls are always bouncing, my ballroom always full, and everybody comes and comes again. If your name is on the guest list, no one can take you higher. Everybody says I've got great balls of fire. I've got big balls. Oh, I've got like big balls. They're such big balls, dirty big balls. And he's got big balls, and she's got big balls. But we've got the biggest balls of them all. We've got big.
Oh my
So
God!
you
yeah.
got to give
pretty
him
funny.
credit on that one. I mean,
It is
that's
a classic.
Beethoven never
But-
wrote.
you
lyrics.
can't even
The
argue
thing
with
is,
that.
though, like, no one probably ever broke it down and actually listened. Like, any of the fans probably ever broke it down and listened to it from that perspective.
Well,
so,
yeah.
like, it's the catchiness of it. And
It is.
like, it's just a fun.
But someone still had to write
Yeah.
it down. That's the
Right.
fucking
Yeah.
funny
Which is
part
ridiculous.
of it.
And then when we break it down and listen to it, you're like, God, that's some dumb shit.
Oh no! I mean, you can't. You
it's
can't.
funny.
No, it's genius. Like
Yeah.
Johann
Yeah.
Sebastian
I mean,
Bach
bottom
never
shelf
wrote
love.
shit like that. Yeah, bottom shelf. My own genius.
Man eater, honey.
I know. I
Man-eater.
tried to
Ooh,
keep. I tried to
man-eater.
keep Old
Man-eater.
Man Liver songs and Hall and Oates
If you
songs
want to
out
know
of
a little
this.
inside secret, like, there's a whole thing about Hall and Oates and them being fucking geniuses. I'm just saying.
Well, that's a fact. That's not something to be disputed. But we're not.
You can go back to one of the earlier
Yeah.
podcasts. I was the lady behind the camera. At the
Yeah,
time.
she's the lady behind the camera,
Yeah.
as it turns out. I didn't even know. Yeah, we had a glory hole back in the studio back then. Now this is
even
one
that sounds
take that.
fun.
they had to, think about how dated they were if they go back and look at the lyrics of this one. This going back to our love for '70s bands. So here's one for you: doo wop, doobie doobie doo wop, doo wah, doo lang, blue days, black nights, doo wah, doo lang. I look into the sky. They love you need ain't gonna see you through, and I wonder why the little things you planned ain't coming true. Uh-oh, telephone line. Give me some time.
Do you know
I'm
that
living
song?
in twilight.
Like, I feel like I
Uh-oh.
should know that song.
Telephone line. Give me some time. I'm living in twilight. Electric Light Orchestra, ELO. Telephone line. They don't even have telephone lines anymore.
no.
No.
And even back then, you didn't write songs about them, but it
Rotary
was a big
phone.
The
hit.
Rotary, the 3.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da. And if you fucked it up, you just start
Damn
all
it.
over
Yeah,
again.
you gotta start all over. Yeah, it was like
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
it's like
It's a good thing
talking-
most of your audience isn't like familiar with the rotary phone because they like if you had a lot of young people, they're going to be like,
I don't know
"Nah,
how
bro,
I
ask your parents, ask your grandparents."
Yeah,
like
that's
it was
the thing.
you had to hold a number and you had to let it and then let it roll back and then another number, let it roll back and then do this shit and let it roll back. It was a waste of time.
It was.
No, it was, and we have a fairly wide demographic with this show, which is interesting. We literally have like the teenage audience to the grandma and grandpa, the gilfs and milfs out there. So it's
Genre.
yeah, we got that's why we hit it all. And speaking of which, let me give you this one. You can You can tell me who sang this one. I'll take you to the candy shop. I'll let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl. Don't you stop. Keep going until you hit the spot. Whoa, I'll take you on to the candy shop.
Yes.
One taste of what I got. I'll have you spinning all you got. Keep going until you hit the spot. Whoa. Who's the singer?
Oh my God. Is that another Nicki Minaj song?
No. It was a guy featuring Olivia, but who was the main artist? Anyone? Bueller? 50 Cent.
Oh.
I don't know, but I have a confession.
Yeah, go ahead.
One of my
confessions.
most favorite movies is Magic Mike 2.
Okay.
I love Magic Mike 1. I love Magic Mike 2. I think they're hilarious.
Have you seen the live Magic Mike?
You know what's so funny? So the outfit that I wore for Breastfest, I did a little preview dance, and I happened to show a friend of ours, his wife. I showed her the video, and he goes, you do realize my wife was a seamstress for about 10 years for Magic Mike, and she just retired. And she saw my moves, and she went, you're actually okay, dude.
That's
wow.
awesome.
No, that's a true story.
Yeah.
True story, yeah.
Interesting.
True story. But I will tell you that in Magic Mike 2, they have the second dancer. He does the candy shop. And so he brings the girls up on the stage, and he does the lollipop, and he does the fudge, and he does the whipped cream. That's Tito!
You do have some moves.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, for those of you that aren't aware, Breastfest is our breast cancer benefit concert
is.
that we do every year.
Yes.
And Dave is a very large part of that. Well,
Wait, why am I a large part?
No,
Should
I don't
be a
mean
smaller part?
that way. I mean like
So, like, as your personality is larger than life.
enthusiasm. He's
Yes.
very enthusiastic.
Yeah,
Like,
I love. It's so great to support such a great cause, and
thank
you know the fact that I got to meet the Magic Mike seamstress through it.
Right?
Like, cool breast cancer,
funny.
Magic Mike
Right?
lady, hook me up, get me in the show. There's got to be room for another
yeah.
dad
That
bod
person
size.
that was casting that.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll sidebar on that conversation.
All right,
Yeah, we'll talk after the show. We'll get you hooked up.
Hair's natural, baby.
God.
Some people might like it.
Hey, we might be crossing a line here. And that's
I don't know.
saying
You talked
something.
about Kankin on the show. So.
Whatever.
I mean,
So what about songs that, and we've pointed out from time to time, when we hear a tune and we're like, that's just wrong. Like the lyric, like
yeah.
they can't even have that in modern day. Now, the one song that Schitt's Creek, the TV show, brought back was "Don't Cry Out Loud" by Melissa Manchester.
Okay.
And that's
You
a
really
funny one
listen
if you
to
really
the
think
lyrics?
about it, because I think a
Don't cry out
current
loud.
psychologist in modern time would dispute the.
keep it inside.
Yeah, it's all about
Learn how to hide your feelings.
keep it inside. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're saying this
Sorry, I'm
verbatim.
trying not to-
Yeah, no, that's amazing. Like that's literally what the words are. Yeah, don't cry out loud. Just keep it inside. Learn how to hide your feelings. Fly high and proud, and if you should fall, remember you almost had it all. Like that's horrible. You
Yeah,
almost
that's
had it
very
all.
I'm not
dark.
finding that as a very inspirational.
very liberating.
No, and just
No.
don't cry and hide it.
empowering.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do back in the 50s?
Yeah.
You know, like don't share your
I
feelings.
mean, music generationally.
Yeah.
Okay.
This isn't from the 50s, but whatever. or what about the song "Escape," which everyone calls the Pina Colada song?
Yeah, I was just singing that a second ago.
That is all catchy and fun and
Yeah.
has fun lyrics,
It's
and then
like
when you listen,
literally-
it's like they're cheating on each other.
They're like putting like personal ads in the paper, and it's like, did she know or did he know?
I think it's like
didn't
the
know.
Ashley Madison anthem.
It is.
It's
You're
really
right.
plug
It's
that bitch in.
Right?
Yeah, it's a total
Like,
cheating thing, and then they hook up with themselves on accident.
Like I didn't know you
And they
like
just laugh it
champagne
off?
and canking in the
Yeah.
dunes of the sand, and
Like I was showing up
like,
to cank a
what?
stranger, but it's you again from home, and they don't care. Like they just get past it. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
It
to
doesn't
me,
make
but
any sense.
All right,
One
well.
thing that you
But
pointed
it's a
out,
catchy song.
I'll tell you, you
Oh,
fucked
dear.
me up on this because I always loved.
I hate when I do.
like
Oh, shit.
the Marshall Tucker band back in the day. They had a song, "Heard It in a Love Song," and I've always been like, "Heard it in a love song." You know, it's like, oh, it's a love song, all this kind of shit. And then you pointed out,
Oh, sorry.
when I actually look at the lyrics, I'm going to be leaving at the break of dawn. Wish you could come, but I don't need no woman tagging along. Always something greener on the other side of that hill. I was born a wrangler and around her. I guess I always will. Like the thing has nothing to do with a love song or
Nope.
anything. Not. It's
Well, that's
just,
why he heard it in a love song.
It's a hate
It wasn't
song.
like he that was his personality. It was just he heard it.
I'm just saying.
He didn't believe in it.
I liked the song until you pointed out
Yeah,
that it's
it's still
actually
catchy.
not that positive. I know, but
Well, we
like,
both have it on our playlist.
yeah, well, true. It didn't
It'll
fuck
work.
me up that
It'll
much,
work.
I guess. But anyway, so now we're going to get to the quizzing part where I can
Oh, shit.
I can see if you
probably
know
gonna lose this.
if you can guess, people's, are they real names or stage names or
Okay.
that
Interesting.
kind of vibe.
All right,
so
folks, here we go.
Adele, real name or stage name?
Ladies first.
Yeah, you take that one.
Stage.
She's not a fan.
Not a fan.
Not me neither. Walrus.
Adele is actually her real name.
Son of a bitch.
believe
Yeah,
that.
it's her first name.
One walrus, 0 days.
She's got, she's got like
I changed the
15
station.
houses in LA.
I'm sorry.
Now, Miley Cyrus, is that her full real name?
Well, her father is Billy Ray Cyrus, yes? So the
Correct.
question is, so Cyrus feels like it's probably like legit.
Okay. Yeah, you going?
I
Cyrus?
mean, she had a stage name as Hannah Montana for the longest
Yeah,
time.
that's right.
So
we
it's
know
almost
that.
like-
we know that was a Disney
Yeah.
I don't know.
character.
I don't care enough to care. How's that?
Oh, what
I don't
about
care
you?
enough to know the answer
What
to
about
that
you then,
question.
Dave? Do you care enough to answer my question?
I don't care, but I'm going to answer it out of respect. I think that Miley feels like it would be a real name, but I feel like it's an abbreviation.
Good,
Interesting.
good guess. It's actually her first name is Destiny, and yes, Cyrus is her actual last
Okay,
name.
so nowhere near an abbreviation. Copy. Thank you so much for the
Yeah,
clarification.
I didn't want you to feel bad, but
That's it.
yeah,
Thank
you're
me.
both wrong. Yeah, so
good.
she was such a happy child, and she was always running around smiling that her mom would call her Smiley, and she got Miley out of that.
Because she couldn't afford the S. Copy.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, moving on. Fuck Billy Ray.
Dua Lipa.
Who?
Is that Dua Lipa?
That's got to be a stage name.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
You're
Dua
not
Lipa?
familiar with Dua Lipa?
She's like a current pop.
very big
You
pop
lost me at
artist right
current
now.
pop. Okay.
Well, you were bagging on her.
I don't have any
love
kids.
for the
I don't have any
70s.
kids
right?
to explain who that shit is to me. Like,
Yes, you do.
not that I know
Silly
of.
goose.
Might be a couple.
What do you
but
mean?
They're not on my taxes. Just
Dua Lipa, that actually is her real name.
Really?
Oh,
That's her
right.
given name.
Shit,
Isn't
that's
that
parents
crazy?
were high.
Yeah.
Ah.
Now,
I mean, I have like 7 names, so.
now we all know Eminem is not his real name,
We
Right.
do know that.
but
Yes.
where did he get it from?
Ooh.
And it's like, I don't think I ever
I don't know.
knew that.
I don't know.
So his real name is Marshall Mathers.
Right.
Yeah, and so
Eminem, but he didn't want it to be like Eminem.
Correct.
Mars. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, so he got off the Eminem.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Okay, that
he
makes
also, when he
sense.
started out in the industry, he toured with another M, so it could have been the duo of them as well. So,
Interesting.
yeah,
I get
there's
that
a
connection. That
little
actually makes
trivia
sense.
there.
That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
credit
good
that.
for him.
Madonna, is that her real name?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
it's not.
That actually is her first name.
No
She just
shit.
goes by her first name.
Interesting.
This is good.
Yeah,
We're
we
not
suck at
good.
this.
No,
We're not
I'm
good.
Trivia.
throwing
So
you. I'm
let's
throwing you
not
off.
ever you and I be trivia into ourselves.
Well, that's why I'm never going to be on Jeopardy or any of those shows because I would be a
Well, I'm
fucking
actually kinda good
idiot.
at that.
Even song lyric shit.
Take
Even
another
my own
shot of
lyric.
whiskey.
If you asked me
we
what
ran
my
out.
own
What the fuck
lyrics
happened?
are for my own tunes, I couldn't fucking tell you. So yeah, if you need a
She
shot
needs
of
a
whiskey.
refill, bruh. Like,
Yeah. We're
I've
empty.
got the vodka here.
Yeah,
I'm getting in the zone.
we
because
don't,
I swear, and I actually want to fight over this one. I don't think that's her real name.
Oh,
No,
You got the vodka,
I'm
you're
on the
good?
vodka, honey. We're
yeah.
good.
He's
I
on
just
the
don't
vodka.
feel like Madonna's her real name.
that is her real name.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Freddie Mercury.
No, Farouk.
Ah, good
You damn
job.
Skippy.
Yeah.
I know my shit.
Farouk was what Pakistani.
you
He
know
was a
your shit.
Pakistani.
Yeah.
They called him a Paki when he was working at the airport.
Well, that's not very nice.
I know it's not. That's why we, in 25, 30, 40 years later, we're making it politically correct.
Yeah.
But yes, Farouk was his real name, and he came up with the stage persona, Freddie Mercury.
That's awesome.
that.
Yeah. Okay. See.
And his teeth were real.
Yeah. What about Prince?
It was not his real name.
It actually is his first name.
Son of a bitch.
Prince Rogers Nelson is
Well,
what
that's
he
the
was
symbol
born
for a while.
And yeah, if you remember, he was just assigned for a while. I think
Yeah,
that's
we actually could have a flag on the play. Like, he was once known as the
artist
symbol
formerly known
yeah.
as Prince.
So
but
technically,
I just
we
asked,
both won.
was his?
Like, we both won on that
No,
one.
I don't think so.
You didn't give a year. You didn't give a block of years.
Who's
though.
running this game show?
Sorry, OML.
Participants.
We only have one win so far. So
Now, what was Snoop Dogg's real name?
Oh shit.
Calvin
Yes,
Brodus.
Good job. Now, didn't you used to do security and shit for
yes,
Snoop Dogg?
me and Calvin. Oh gosh.
Yeah, you got any interesting stories from back in the day?
So I spent a little time with Calvin and his people. I want to say this was about July of 2001.
Okay. You
And,
did security back
I did
then,
security,
right?
yeah. I was running security at one of the hotel casinos here doing special events. And if you got to think about 2001, you're not that far removed from the Dr. Dre, Snoop.
Oh, yeah.
You're like 7-8 years from the height of everything,
Yeah,
right? So
for
he's
sure.
still hot, right? So I get a message, and mind you, this is pre-cell phone texting type stuff, but like, hey, Snoop's armored van is ready to come up the ramp. I'm like, okay. I'm from Nebraska. Why do we have armored vans? I've been in Vegas for about 18 months now. But
have
Snoop's
those.
armored van came up the pool ramp, and he came out, and it was like a private event that was going on. And I met with his people, and I saw him and everything, and I was like, okay, whatever, we're just going to work the gig. So his people had came over to me and said, hey, we need a cabana. I said, yeah, no problem. We have a cabana right over here. And I saw Mr. Snoop go into the cabana, and then his person taps me on the shoulder, says, hey, we need to bring these girls in. I said, okay, no problems, and we just need you to stand here. So I stood outside the cabana, and it was about 10, 12 minutes or so, and the girls emerged, and they left, and then the representative came out, and then Mr. Snoop came out, and as a kid from Nebraska who's been in Vegas for just a cup of coffee, I got a fist pump that said, thanks, homie. And it was under my belief that these girls took care of Mr. Snoop.
Okay.
One of them wasn't Martha Stewart, was it?
No. They were both about 5'2",
That's funny.
and they were black. So they weren't Martha.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Yeah, 'cause she's
that's one thing.
5'5".
She's 5'5" and white, right? She's a little pale. But you know what? I'll be honest with you. To deal with him and his people was spectacular.
That's good to hear.
And then they got in his armored van, and there they went. And I'm just going, what the
Sometimes
hell just happened?
Sometimes
Like,
you need an armored van to kank.
no, he just needed the armored van to get away, but the kanking could happen
I get
in the cabana. So
Yeah.
That's crazy. So any,
The armored van just reminds me of like the weed van from Up in Smoke and the
Oh, yeah.
Fuck
Oh,
me,
yeah.
Alex, fuck me,
fuck me out. I didn't know your name was Alex, man.
the license plate said Muff Diver.
Yeah, that was so funny.
That's classic.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No, that's-
that was my envision of a Snoop Dogg.
No, it was straight
Since you
up.
brought
like,
up Cheech and Chong movie,
Yeah.
what is the name of the song that's featured in that Cheech and Chong movie?
I know that. Earache my eye.
Earache my eye. Yeah, that's a hard one because they never actually say
Say the word,
earache
yeah,
my
say
eye
it.
during the song.
Yeah.
But it's like dun 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 dun. Mama told me to tell me how to live. Dun dun dun. Acting like a queen. Anyway, okay. Yeah.
Very, very
No,
good.
moving
Sorry,
on.
we could go on and on and on
Yeah, we
about
could
those
do
stupid
that.
lyrics.
Yes. So, Katy Perry, is that her name?
I yield to you.
I have no clue.
Catherine Hudson. It's a real name.
Perry, I was gonna
She
guess
didn't
was
want
her
to be
last name.
confused with Kate Hudson, so she went with Katy Perry as her stage name.
Katie is definitely like a
Yeah. That
nickname
yeah.
for Kathleen. So.
Makes sense.
Now Drake,
Catherine.
is that his real name?
Oh God, who knows? Who cares?
I called him the Drake until I knew he was a person. I'm like, what do you mean you're going to the Drake concert? They go, Drake. I'm like, what's the Drake? I don't understand it.
Everything's funnier when you add the to it.
No,
it is.
it's true.
It is.
But this is
The
I'm not-
Walmart.
This was a joke or not a joke. Like I had coworkers like, oh no, we're going to the Drake. I'm like, what, the
What's
Drake,
the Drake? Yeah.
Drake, or the Drake concert? I don't understand any of it. Then my daughter was like, no, I'm going to Drake. I mean, you mean the Drake? Didn't end well.
Yeah, that's well. I'll
put me in my place.
I'll tell you this: Drake is actually his middle name, which he went with.
Okay.
His first name is Aubrey.
Interesting.
Isn't that interesting? And that might be why you went with Drake.
For 500 old man liver, what
Yes.
country is he from?
Canada.
Canada. I knew.
Done. He answered first.
I know,
so,
but I
sorry,
know.
we
So
only
I
have
get
one
the point.
prize.
Yeah.
What do
we
I
had
get?
that whole conversation.
You get
my
tickets
prize.
to the Toronto Raptors next season with the Drake.
Oh,
you
with
can
the
sit with the
Drake,
Drake.
okay.
The old man liver and the Drake will be courtside.
Shit is funnier with the in front of it.
It is. It is funny. So, like, I just have to point out. Never mind. We'll move on.
Well, the
Okay, the
speaking of
Jeffersons,
the,
we're
what
moving on
about
up.
what about the Weekend?
The
What's
Weeknd.
the Weekend's
Oh,
real
he just
name?
changed his name now.
Not a clue.
But he also
Well,
doesn't
he
go
went
by
back
the Weeknd anymore.
to yeah.
Yeah?
What
I
was the
think-
Weekend's real name?
The weekday?
This is like the worst
have no
trivia game I've ever played in my life.
Abel Tesfaye.
Yeah, that's why you
Yeah, I
call him
never
the
would've
weekend.
gotten that.
So that's why I went with the Weekend. He is when he was a teenager, he dropped
Abort.
out of school and moved out over the weekend, and he stuck with the
stuck with
Weekend
The
as
Weeknd.
as his thing.
And all these kids are going to think that's a program, which kids, it's not. Like, first of all, you shouldn't be watching this. But it really is not a program. Just work for this.
It's not even a program. It's not. Adults shouldn't be watching this.
No.
If you're watching this now at any age,
I
there's,
feel- I
feel
kinda
for
want
you.
the Weeknd's
And
program.
you can send hate mail to my attorney at PO Box. Blank. Ozzy Osbourne. What's his real name?
I should know this.
I should too.
Shame on you, characters.
I know. We're bad. Like I said, this is the worst trivia game I've ever played in my
Well,
life.
you're just bad at it. It's a great
I know.
game. You just
That's
you
what I'm
guys
saying.
suck.
It's the worst because I am horrible at this
Okay,
game.
so Ozzy's name is John Michael Osborne. He started out originally as Ozzy Zig. That's where he promoted his first flyer that a couple of his Black Sabbath mates responded to was Ozzy Zig needs a gig.
Oh, well done.
And his big thing was he had his own PA. So they're like, back in, when you're in a small, poor town, if someone has their own PA, they're your singer. I know how it goes, believe me. Fucking, I played with a lot of shitty singers just because they had their own equipment. So to this day, I think.
Do you have your own mic? Cool, you're in.
Yeah, it's for real.
Is it
So-
3 inches?
Well, hopefully it's more than 3 inches. But
She's still sharp.
no, you guys have.
We
thanks-
suck at this game.
No, but thank you for playing.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
It's good.
I don't think we had a
If
choice.
you
but
guys are,
we were
you know,
kind of here, so.
Lack of options.
But that means the people at home were probably challenged
They were.
as well.
I would hope so. I would hope more people at home that are watching this, whoever you poor three
even
souls
Drake fans
are,
probably didn't know if that was his
were
real name or not.
And you could call them
actually
the
better
Drake
at this
fans.
than we
The
are.
Drake.
The
Yeah.
Drake.
The Drake
Drake
fans.
fans.
The Drake fans.
At the
The
old
fans at the Old Man Liver.
the Old Man Liver
That visit the
podcast.
Walmart.
The what's what? Yeah,
The
at
what's
the Walmart.
what at the Walmart.
We do have a Walmart-esque
what?
audience probably, with all our highbrow humor. So,
Yeah.
The
This is
dollar
just-
I
Dave, any other fun security stories from back in the day while we got you here?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much that I came straight from Nebraska to Las Vegas. What I like to say is I came straight off the farm to what a quote unquote the big city, and now we know that this is nothing compared to the big city. But from where I was from, this was a big city. Just so much that I saw within the first couple years, and I'm just wide-eyed. I actually have one that I haven't shared with you before. So the Billboard Music Awards were filming for December of 2000. And Creed was going to be one of the features.
Creed.
And this is, I love
Creed.
Creed too. Why do they get so much heat?
I don't know.
They're like Nickelback. I also love Nickelback. But anyway, back to Creed. So they're going to be on top of the Rio, and they're going to be filming a video for the song Higher. Now, mind you, this is on like a Tuesday, and the Billboard Music Awards are on like a Friday. Like a couple days, but they're doing the B-roll, and they're going to film it all and put it in the can and edit it. So I'm there as one of the two security guys, and I'm, I've been in Vegas for 4 months. This girl's good looking. Hey, how you doing? And I start chatting it up with her and stuff. And I'm thinking, like, hey, I got my polyester uniform on, my nice badge. I look
bet you
pretty
look
good,
hot,
I guess.
yeah.
And so I having a little conversation with her, and they did about 4 takes. And after the first take, I hear cut, and then they all kind of talk. And then Mark Tremonti, the guitarist, says, "Hey, babe, how does it look?" She's like, "No, babe, it looks really good." I'm like, "Oh shit, I've been hitting on the lead guitarist's girlfriend the whole time."
Oh, shit.
They're now married and live in Orlando with kids. I haven't tracked them or kept up
Oh,
on
of
them at
course
all,
you're
but that was embarrassing. So that was my first went home. American Pie was huge. American Pie was huge back at
the movie?
99, early
Yeah.
2000s. Yeah. And we'd get the Hollywood 20-somethings coming out, and they just tear up Vegas, right?
Yep.
And I remember being at one of the parties, and I'm not going to name the actor or actress. We'll just put it the person in the movie, but It was one of those, like, if you think back to a high school party, you know, you have to hold this person. If you move your arm, they start falling forward. You know, mainstream A-list actress just had to be held up against the wall, and if you move your arm. But the best.
Don't criticize.
I'm not.
I've had many people holding me up for many different events, so as
long as they're not holding you down.
Yeah.
Well, and then when he can't be held up, we just sleep on the kitchen floor.
That's true. We have done
Because
that
it's
several
cooler.
times. Sometimes
No,
it's
because I couldn't get his
like
ass
a
up
dog.
the steps. I can't carry him, so the only option was to just sleep on the kitchen floor.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
You got to bring the pillows.
I mean,
There's
to it,
even
yeah.
what are you going to do?
Yeah.
blame it
on the boogie.
See?
See how that works?
See how that works?
I like how you guys did that in unison. I truly believe that.
Oh, no, that's
natural.
our-
Oh, no, that's
Blame it
natural.
on
That's
the
the shit.
boogie.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's
What are
a
you
real
going to
thing.
do?
So when you
Blame
do
it on
your
the boogie.
first album, it's going to be called "Blame It on the Boogie."
Well, we have. I think someone already took that, Michael Jackson
'em.
and the Jackson 5.
He don't count. He's not around anymore. He can't defend himself.
And I can't go back and do my first album again, so you've blown that twice.
It would be the next one.
But sorry, what story? were you about to
One
tell?
more story,
Yeah.
which is just it's not as funny, but I want you, like, if you were alive during that period, you really think about, okay, I won't say who they are, but you can kind of put the pieces together. But there was a very, very, very popular couple during this time. Think, 98 to 2002. Basically the biggest pop stars in the world.
I was alive during that time.
I was alive as well.
I was
and
too.
I was doing security here in Las Vegas. And one of them used to like to say, "Hit me, baby, one more time." Mm-hmm. And once
Sounds
they were
familiar.
done, the dude used to say, "Bye, bye, 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 bye."
Oh, yeah, same bot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
But they were virgins, according to everything in the media.
Ah.
And their parent company, which we won't name, they were portrayed as, they were childhood stars, and they came up through our company, and they're just these worldwide. Oh, they're so great for the children. No.
Not so
based
much
on
virgins.
the toys and the prophylactics that I saw on the floor in the suite when I got asked to go up to the room and take care of something for them. They were doing a lot of "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" and "Bye, Bye, Bye," but they were not innocent.
Interesting.
They're
Can't
both
say I'm
billionaires
surprised.
today.
Wait.
I've gained nothing from it, but I've kept that secret until now.
Wow.
Oh.
Well,
So
because
that's a reveal on the
this
Old
is
Man
a
Liver
reveal on the
show.
Old Man Liver Show, and I saved that for you. It was like a time
You
capsule.
saved that all these
I
years
saved
from
that
me?
as a time capsule because I have very little going on in my life, and I decided this was the time that I wanted to unveil this secret.
There's like all kinds of confessions you've made tonight.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
just-
kind of like we're in this like confessional situation,
well,
you just keep revealing new
He really knows how to pull it out of me.
right? Ooh.
No, so to
And,
speak.
I mean, it's
yeah.
a little dirty when you think
take
about
that?
it on the surface,
I-
but
that's too low hanging a fruit.
oh, now we're not canking on the
could-
floor now? Now it's over with? Like, you dirty sumbitch. Use me and abuse me. Fine. I'm out.
I appreciate you saving that for the what's the name of my show? What's What with Old Man Liver. So that's the big reveal by Dave Greger. We appreciate that.
It's always
To
good.
invite you back for the next confessional.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and finish out the show. And this has been What's What with Old Man Liver, my old lady, and Dave Greger. Thank you.
Okay, there's nothing on you.
It's What's What. It's What's What.